Hey everyone, it's me Grace. I'm back again to teach you some more Tae Kwon Do. I hope everyone had fun learning last week, and I'm going to go over some of the stuff we learned last week, and then we will move on very quickly to some new moves. So, if you're ready, go into that chumbi, that ready position. Good. Right leg back fighting stance. Nice little L stance. You want to remember have that front foot face forward, back foot face the side, hands up. Do a couple steps just to get back in the movement. Have those knees nice and bent. So, step forward, forward, forward. Now go back 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Okay, back to right leg back. Okay, so let's start off. We're going to go jab, reverse, back leg, front kick. Remember with that front kick, that knee goes straight up. Pop it, pull it back, set it down, okay? So we're gonna go jab, reverse, back leg, front kick. If you don't have a lot of space, you need to just stay in place. You can just jab, reverse, front, set it back. You'll do that 6 times, then switch your feet, 6 times the other side. Okay, if you've got space like me, you can step forward, just kind of like I do too, okay? So let's go. Jab, reverse, front. Turn. Turn, switch. Switch if you have been doing this with me too, so that you work the other leg just as hard. Turn. Turn. Good. So, nice little workout for you. Next thing I want you to do is I'm going to want you to go back leg round kick, knife strike, okay? So remember the difference between the front and the round. So the front kick will go straight up, and that round kick will kick kind of a little bit of an arcing to it. So you're going to go back leg round kick, knife strike. You want to try to have that knife land at the same time as the foot. If you don't have space, you can go round, knife, and then kind of scoot back again. Round, knife, scoot back. 6 each. Well, this time you'll be switching feet each time, so you can go 12 total. Or if you're going down back with me, do it the same as me. Go! Turn. Turn. If you do it like me, switch your feet. Turn. Borrow. Show. Borrow is, I should have told you this. Borrow is the same thing as chumbi. It's just at the end. Borrow. Set your feet together and show. Bow. Good. So, what else did we do last week? We also did front stances. So let's go in that nice front stance. Left foot forward. Nice bend. Back leg straight. Rising block, okay? Step forward. Rising block. Do that nice little half circle. Just like that. Now step back. Forward again. Make sure that backhand is at your belt. Good technique. Good. Borrow. Okay, so that's kind of what we did last week. Kind of went through it really fast, but I hope everyone remembered that. So the next I'm going to teach you is called a side kick. When I teach Tae Kwon Do, I often talk about how there are 3 basic kicks in Tae Kwon Do. You guys have learned the first 2, round kick and front kick. Now the side kick is the 3rd one I teach. Side kicks are a little bit harder, but not much. They have a little bit of a different goal than front kicks and round kicks. Front kicks and round kicks are more of like a popping kick, where you snap it and pop it. Side kick, you're pushing someone away. I still want you to have a pop to it, but you're not really smacking someone, you're trying to keep them away from you. They're really fun to do. So let me walk you through it, and then we'll try to do it fast. So a side kick looks like this. So if I went side from you. Okay, so a side kick, what you're gonna do, you pull your back leg all the way around, so far around that your butt is facing your target, okay? Knee is up, chambered, pop it out, pull it back, set it down. When you hit with a side kick, you're gonna hit with the heel, okay? So you pull everything back, push that heel out. You also wanna have your foot parallel to the ground. So if you don't know what parallel is, it's two lines that are never gonna intersect. Railroad tracks, kind of, you know, things that are just not gonna do like this. So just good side kick, foot is parallel. Sometimes a little bit of a knee, it can go up a little, your heel can go up a little bit, but not too much. And then you push them away, you pop push. So let's try to do a couple of those. So if you don't have space, you can throw that side kick, set it together, set back. Side kick, together, back. You do have space, do what I'm doing, okay? So, back leg, side. Turn. This is one that's a little bit more hippie. Switch your feet if you haven't. Got that a little bit. We'll talk some more about it. There's lots of things you can do with side kicks. You can do step sides, spin sides are really popular. They're a good kick when you first start breaking boards. They're kind of like the one that you do when you break boards. So I'm going to teach you another hand technique. We're going to do an outside block today. Okay, so outside block can be hard to grasp. So if it takes you a little bit, don't feel bad about it. So there's something about the circular motion that makes it hard for people. So let me show it to you. Nice fighting stance. So I'm going to go this way. So when you do an outside block, you're going to step forward. The same hand as the back that's going to land forward is going to do a little circle in front of your body and then pop out. Okay? Back hand goes to your belt. Okay? So I'm going to go back. So as I step, that same foot, same hand, circles. Ignore what this hand is doing. This is once you get advanced. So if you know what you're doing, you can come across and down. If you don't know what you're doing, just have this hand go down to your belt. Just like that knife strike, hand will go down to the belt, okay? So the way that it's often taught to white belts or like new people, like especially kids, you want to imagine that your hand that's doing the block is scooping the ice cream, throwing it away, okay? Scoop and throw. Scoop and throw. Okay, feel ready to try it? I hope so, because there's no one here to tell me no. Okay, so good, a nice fighting stance. If you don't have space, you can just go front hand, okay? Really work on though keeping the hand up here, not having your body stay over facing the side, but instead make sure shoulders pop a little bit out, like that. So you can just do 6 that way, switch your feet, 6 other hand, okay? So, but if you've got space like me, as you step, we're gonna do a nice traditional outside block, okay? Go. Turn. Turn. Switch your feet. Again. Turn. Turn. Switch. Let's do that again. 6 times each arm, each leg. I know often that gives people trouble, so let's do that one again, okay? Go. Make sure, get some water if you need some. Yet again, I forgot water. Of course, that's gonna happen probably every time. So, hope that's going well. Hope everyone's making sure that they're doing all sorts of different workouts while they've got time. Or some of you guys might be pretty busy right now still. So, yeah, okay. So, the next I'm gonna teach you is called a crescent kick. There's actually two types of crescent kicks. There's an outside crescent and an inside crescent. They're pretty self-explanatory. I'll get you going through those, okay? So let me show you an outside crescent kick first, okay? So outside crescent kick looks like this, okay? So crescent kicks, your target is your opponent's head. So you want to try to get it up enough that your foot goes over your shoulders, smacks them in the head and goes through, okay? If you can't kick it that high, that's okay. Go as high as you think you can. That goes for any kick, but especially crescents, because if you haven't done them before, they're a lot harder for your hips don't naturally do the movement, so you can even do it nice and low. Just imagine you're hitting someone's shoulder video. So when you throw a crescent kick, your knee will come in nice and bent. The higher you can pull your knee up, the easier it'll be to throw a kick. If my knee can only go up this high, it's only gonna go that high. But if I pull it up nice and high, over, through. I like to remember the way to tell the difference between outside and inside crescent is that with the outside crescent, you're gonna hit with the outside portion of your foot. With an inside crescent, you're gonna hit with the inside portion of your foot. And you get to use your whole foot. That works for me because I have, unfortunately, pretty big feet. So I've got a big spot, big, like, my feet are not that big, but I have a big amount of surface to hit someone with, okay? So come in, nice knee bend, pop it through and down. You see how my knee bends after I throw the kick? I don't just throw it to the ground. The main reason for that is you don't want to, if you leave your foot out for a long time, someone can grab your leg and then you're like stuck and they can basically kind of have control of your body until you can figure out how to get out of that. Also, it's just undue pressure on your leg to like slam it down. With Tae Kwon Do, you want to try to be light on your feet. So if you hear stomping noises, you're throwing your feet down way too hard. You want to have it barely be heard, if at all. So let's in place do some outside crescents. So do them with me. Nice. Try again. Don't stick your arm out like I know I'm doing. That's like a weird habit of mine that I've picked up when I teach. So try to keep them in and kick out. I don't know why I started doing that, but it's something I have to work on, hopefully, that I can really pay attention to that. Switch your feet. Let's try it again. So the other foot, knee up, kick out. Good. Try to make that circle as big as you can. So see how I kind of bobbled there? I'm kind of like keeping my leg too straight, I think. So you can also kind of have a nice little bend, a little move out. Very nice. Okay, go back to right leg back. So that was the outside. Next one is inside crescent. I think inside is actually a little bit easier than outside. It's just a lot, you don't have to go across your opponent's body this time. Instead, you just have to get up over their shoulders, okay? So inside crescent looks like this. Okay, so when you throw an inside crescent, knee will pop out just like that outside. So you're gonna come in, knee up, through, down. Okay, make sure you have that knee pop in before you set it down, okay? Yet again, I don't want you, there is actually a kick where you do that, where you come in, but I'm not gonna show it to you today. So the reason why you don't do it with inside crescents is because you're doing a completely different kick. So hit with that inside portion of your foot. And again. Okay, so this one, we can just, it's very easy just to switch feet in place. So do it with me. Don't land it really far in front Instead, throw the crescent and kind of land it together. You can step the other foot back, okay? Make a nice circle. Good. Good. You want to go low? Feels weird going low. Now, if you've taken my class before, you know that despite being the instructor, occasionally I will lose count, and that's exactly what I've done just now. So let's do 2 more each side. I was counting, just I get easily distracted and I want to talk to people about things. Good. Okay. That's a lot of work on your hips, isn't it? That's good to do, but I know sometimes it feels really weird if you've never had your hips open up like that, especially while standing. You know, sometimes if you do yoga or Pilates and stuff, you'll do hip stuff, but not really the motions that we do. So it's good to try different avenues of moving your body. So let's do a technique, a combination involving the kick we just learned and one of the techniques we just learned, hand techniques. So we're gonna go back leg, inside crescent, land it, outside block, okay? So if you're a pro at this, you can just kind of go, try to land everything together, as close together as you can. If not, just do it nice and slow. I'll do it slow with you so that you don't feel like you're being like rushed through this video. So 6 and 6. If you're in place, crescent, step back as you do the outside block. See that motion? That'll help you kind of not take too much space. Space like me, just do what I'm doing, okay? Go. Turn. Turn. Switch your feet. Turn. Turn. Borrow. And show. Make sure you drink a little bit of water. Catch your breath a little bit. I'm not just like reading some smart thing. I'm keeping time on my watch to kind of keep track. I have no sense of time, so I always have to have something, a timer, or else I'll constantly be running back and forth. We can't do that in the video, can we? No. So if you see me glance, I swear I'm not reading like a text message. I'm just seeing how much time we have left. So let's do that front stance again. I'll teach you a new block to go with it, okay? So get that nice left leg forward, nice bend, back leg straight. So we've already done the rising block. So now we're gonna do something called a low block. Low block looks like this, okay? So you wanna have your hand about even with your knee. Sometimes if you get tired, you're not paying attention, your hand will just be like this. Can't do that, have just nice little up, about 2 fists over. Low block will block something coming down towards your knee, okay? So you wanna have it come across to your opposite side of your throat, just like the knife strike, and then down like that, okay? Back hand is at your belt, okay? Waist if you don't have a belt, of course. So when we step, step back, okay? Let's do it a couple more times, okay? Step forward. Again. Sometimes if you do these, you'll realize you're going too far and your hands will be past your knee. You don't want that because that just leaves your whole body open. So make sure it stays nice and even. Have those feet face forward. If you're having trouble with this one, I forgot to tell you last week, imagine that you're standing on train tracks, okay? So just like that parallel line that we were talking about with fighting with a side kick, you want to have parallel lines that your feet don't cross, except for when you do the little circle, back on the train track. Okay, so let's get back in that front stance. We're gonna go, when we step forward, we're gonna go rising block, low block. See how my hands will come up, up. That's how you get that nice power, okay? Go back to that left leg forward. Okay, step forward. Rising, low. Do it with me. Actually, sorry. If you don't have space, you can step forward, back. See how I will do that? But make sure that that back foot gets far enough out, okay? A lot of times if you start going back like that, your feet will be in a line like this. I don't want that. I want nice width, okay? So, otherwise just go forward with me. Step back. Step forward. And back. There we go. Borrow. And show. There we go. Hope that's working for you. So let's now do a little bit of a combination again with those feet. Let's go right back fighting stance. I want you to come up, do back leg inside crescent, pop that foot up, side kick, knife strike. So 2 kicks and a hand technique. The 2 kicks are the ones that you just learned, but I feel like you'll be good. I know we talked about this last week, so you throw that crescent, pop that same foot back up to get that nice power, okay? If you feel like you've got balance, you can go crescent, side. So if you've done this before, you can do that. I don't mind at all. Just don't fly around. If you feel like you're gonna lose your balance, go back to the popping, okay? So if you have space, just do it with me. If you don't, crescent, side, knife, just kind of slide back a step, okay? So let's do that. Go. Crescent. Turn. Turn. Switch feet. Go. Turn. Let's do that again, okay? Switch your feet. And again, we try. Go. One more. See? Not good at count. Switch. Switch your feet. Go. Turn. Borrow. And show. Breathe. So let's do one more hand technique today, okay? So what should we do? I don't know. We're gonna do an uppercut, okay? So if you've taken like boxing classes or stuff, you're probably like, I know what this is, but I'll go through it with you. So again, that nice fighting stance, hands up. So what do you know, the jab and the reverse uppercut comes up like that, okay? So make a fist, you're gonna kind of scoop it up. Imagine you can hit your opponent in the chin, in the stomach. Nice places, okay? So, backhand. Did you see what my body did? Make sure you watch that, okay? A lot of times people just go, there's no power in that. But if you rotate, that opens everything up, helps, nice power. So, try that again. Switch your feet. Don't go much higher than about nose level. If you go up here, you're swinging like a crazy person. There's no good technique. Okay, so let's do a little bit of a hand combo with that. So we're going to go jab, jab, uppercut, okay? So when you do 2 punches with the same hand, just have a nice little, okay? They're almost like, they can hurt if you do that, but they're almost like little fake outs, okay? Person is paying attention to what's happening here, and they turn and look, and that often will leave up that whole stomach for you just to bam through, okay? So again, dun, dun, again, again, let's switch your feet, okay? Jab, jab, uppercut. Don't swing your front hand like I know I just did. Don't swing it back. Keep it up, protecting your face, okay? Switch. Okay, let's add a kick to that, okay? So that's gonna be 4 techniques in a row. I know you can do it, okay? So you're gonna go jab, jab, uppercut, back leg, front kick. Not too shabby, not too hard. I know you can do it, okay? So jab, jab, upper, front kick. If you don't have space, just stuff that leg back, okay? If you do have space, do it with me, okay? 12 times if you don't have space and you're switching. Same amount that I'm doing if you do have space. Go. Turn. Ha. Turn. Switch feet. Go. Turn. 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 Okay, borrow and show. Okay, that's today's class. Hope everyone's feeling good. Hope it went well. Hope I wasn't too confusing. I said hope a lot, but that's okay. Everyone have a good week. I'll see you later. Bye.